Now here's some clips from the festivities that took place yesterday right out here in front of the building where we set up our ice cream shop. You'll see some of the kids' interactions, some of my friends that showed up, you know, that follow us on Facebook. And really, I'd really like to thank everybody that came out and supported the business yesterday. Yesterday was a phenomenal day. So you guys just stay tuned. There's gonna be more information coming. As I said before, I'm gonna show you the whole journey. And it's gonna be an open book. So whatever you wanna know about the ice cream business, you know, we're gonna show it to you. We're set up here beside this highway. Just kind of wanted to let you guys see what we're trying to do. All right, we're sitting here at Winks and the crowd's starting to build. So you guys got a few minutes to get out of here.
There you go.
So what?
Perfect.
Uh-oh. How many kids you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That's a good selection. What else? Cookies and cream? Who else wants cookies and cream? He wants what?
The honeybee.
Vanilla. Okay. That's 3.
I'm getting cookies and cream.
2 cookies and cream, 1 honeybee vanilla. Hey, I can't think of a better combination. Hey, here go our favorite peeps right here, all right? Right here. This is Maury and Kim, and they brought,
and Bentley.
What's the name of the dog? Bentley here.
Bentley.
So they're here to enjoy some nice Winks ice cream. I don't know how many times we got to put this out. Make sure you show up.
I have some Winks.
Hey Nelson, what you been doing today, man?
Just that riding, Wink, man.
Another bike rider.
Yeah.
You guys need to get out of here. Okay, so we're here with, what's your name again?
Jill.
Jill. And Jill, do you like lemons?
I hate lemon.
Okay, and what do you eat?
Lemon cookie.
Oh yeah. And this is her husband,
Andrew.
Andrew. And Andrew, you have what?
I have butter pecan.
Outstanding. What do you think of that butter pecan?
It's absolutely amazing.
There you go. All right, thanks a lot. One of the things that's real important whenever you're transferring back and forth, ice cream, and you got people ordering this and people ordering that, you really have to keep track of inventory. Just wanted to share this little clip with you about inventory control and how that kind of was falling apart, and then you kind of got it back together yesterday. So here's the clip, and we'll be right back. So what's our inventory looking like?
Low inventory.
What's our inventory looking like?
Low.
No, okay.
Go get me.
That's what happened when you don't have the greatest of health.
Oh,
or greatest of partners to do your ice cream venture. So just make sure if you're ever hiring, see that person right there? No, actually she's excellent. Excellent worker. Excellent partner. So
thank you.
I'm not even gonna talk any junk, but we're still working on getting this inventory right. Another company that's been phenomenal with us, helping us out with a lot of our marketing, graphics, pretty much the whole business, has been a company called Budget Printing. One of the leaders out there is a lady named Lisa, and her husband runs that business. And there's also a graphic designer in there. Her name is Melody. Some of the time I just wonder with what I bring into those guys. I mean, here's a few pieces of paper, here's an idea, here's some clip art, and I want to say this. And they've been able to put together some phenomenal marketing. Matter of fact, if you look at the side of the Winks mobile, you will see some of the graphics design that Melody had done for us, and all of our literature and a lot of the ways that we decided to market the business. Lisa and her team has just been phenomenal. So I just wanted to promote that business a little bit for the people here in Clark County. Budget Print is an excellent Class A act out there. Where you guys coming from?
111.
111? What y'all doing?
Right.
This is
Get ice cream.
Roger.
Get ice
Roger,
Yes.
Lisa, and Melody, and her husband,
Doug.
Doug the man. Okay. And here are the mean motorcycles right here.
Here we are at Winky's.
There you go. These guys are like my marketing gurus right here. I want to show you something that really we don't cover a lot in the ice cream business. You remember we were talking, I told you one of the biggest enemies to ice cream is the temperature swing. You know, so whenever you go from a very warm environment to a very cold environment, you know, this is one of the huge things that affect your ice cream. Well, I want to take a look at what we installed on our ice cream trailer. This is an inverter, and what it does is, as soon as this trailer is disconnected from power, well, let's say you lose power. Let's say that you lose power in the middle of the night. You're at a carnival or something. This inverter will pick up the load for those freezers, and it can provide power for those freezers up to about 6 hours. You know, also when transport. So you know, you go to a fair and you buy an ice cream, you got to think about it was transported from somewhere. So are they unplugging those freezers? I don't know, maybe. But with Winks ice cream, you know, it's a steady temperature. Wherever you see that trailer set up, steady temperature from when it was disconnected to when it was plugged back in. So just something I want you guys to think about. Again, at Winks, we're trying to bring it to you, you know, the best product. This weekend has been a phenomenal weekend. We were able to reconnect with a lot of people that we haven't seen in a long time. We've added a lot of Facebook customers, phenomenal people out here in Clark County, New Albany, Clarksville, and Jeffersonville. And we really appreciate the support that we got. But what I wanted to kind of finish with is marketing your business. It used to be that you could have a little advertising budget where you could just go and get in the newspaper, get your ad in the yellow pages, and if you had a lot of money, you could throw up billboards. Well, today, again, and I gotta give a shout out to the millennials again, the game has changed. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of these medias are really driving the market. And what a lot of people don't know, the largest buying group is slowly going into retirement and really just dying off, and that's the baby boomers. But the largest market today is the millennials. Their buying power, what they're buying is almost dwarfing what the baby boomers were doing. Us Gen Xers, we don't even compare as far as what those guys are doing, and they've changed the whole atmosphere of how we do everything. Even community. Community used to be where you grew up. I grew up in my hometown. I know everybody here, this is my community. Today, that's totally different. You know, my daughter, whenever she was graduating from college, she had a lot of friends that she kept up with in Korea, of all places. You know, she got into this K-pop thing. And so when she moved to Korea, she already had community there. And that's the thing. Today, I don't have, no one has to worry about your immediate community as far as getting a message out. You really have to get into all of these medias, because what it will do for you is it will enable you to actually strategically spend your advertising dollar in a way that's going to be most effective, especially if you're doing retail. You know, in the medical business, this media is not as helpful, only because you still need a lot of money to get into a lot of the big conferences. And, it takes a lot of backing if you're going to try to build something from sticks in the medical business. But with medical, it's access, it's limited access. That's the good thing. The bad thing is the growth in the field that I'm in, which is sterilization, is about 5% a year. So there's not a lot of huge growth in it. So even if you were able to get your name out there, the amount of turnover that you have, the amount of dollars that you're competing for is not small. It's a big number. However, there are big guys and big companies that's coming in for that money. So it's really a tough atmosphere, especially for an independent. However, been out here struggling, and it's worked for me for years. However, this a retail business, you can form your community locally and grow it out as fast as you want and as big as you want, depending on how far, what's your vision for your business. One company that I wanted to mention was a company called Mama Leone's, and it's just an example. Mama Leone's started out in Chicago, and everybody's heard of them out here. And even now, they've adjusted, because you can order the pizzas online and have it shipped to you in a container. So they've adapted to the way that the new economy works. There are a lot of people that you've heard of, and they're famous, but they self-promoted, especially like in the music industry. That was a area that was controlled by big companies, RCA, Columbia. But some artists, one artist I can just think of offhand, Carly B, she was able to self-promote herself from a low position in her life, a down point in her life, and was able to just blow up into a huge star. So the millennials were able to figure out how to use this new medium called Facebook and YouTube and all of these things, and be able to generate wealth from that. Now, our generation and the baby boom generation always been a traditional path, but this is a new world. So in closing, one thing that I wouldn't mind talking about a little bit is bullying. The only disadvantage to this new medium is that there's a lot of bullying going on, and a lot of kids are suffering from this new medium, because with our generation, we called each other on the phone and we talked, and if there was some bullying going on, you had a chance you could go home and get away from it. But today, these kids have grown up with this medium, and that's the only way they know how to communicate. So they can't get away from it. A lot of people say, well, get off Facebook. For the kids today, that's just like telling kids of our generation, hey, don't talk to your friends anymore at all. Because a lot of these kids, their friends are not especially in your community. Their friends could be in Chicago, their friends could be in New York, their friends could be overseas. So it's a medium that's very good for getting the word out, but there is a very dark side to it. And if your kid's getting bullied, or you're not really monitoring your kid, this new medium can be very destructive. So keep an eye on what your kid is doing. Check. I'm not saying to spy on them, but I'm saying maybe you need to spy on them. But make sure that they're using these mediums in the right way, because their success in the future, they're going to need it, and they're going to need to know how to use it. So that's just my little spiel on that. I just spent a little time and just kind of wanted to get that off my chest. However, I just wanted to say we appreciate you guys. Man, this was a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this year. And we'll be out there this next weekend, definitely. So just take a look at Facebook. I'm assuming all you guys have friended us. I'm assuming that. So take a look at Facebook, and we'll post where we're gonna be at. Love to see you guys out there. Also, with this video, I know you heard other people say it. Now you're gonna hear Wink say it. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your week.